I haven't done one of these videos in a hot minute, but I'd figured why not? Let's just do another one, see how it goes. The other videos look like they're doing decently well, minus like a handful. But that's besides the point. So we're going to be looking at everybody's favorite Geo DPS Navia. So this character was released around, what was it, 4.3, and she was pretty damn good on release. Like, her shotgun umbrella did massive damage. But as we all know, power creep has kind of gotten a little crazy, for lack of a better terms. Not to mention, you know, just 2 patches prior, Nouvellette got released. So we're going to see if Navia still holds up. Now, how we're going to figure this out? Well, we're just going to pit her against characters like mentioned Nouvellette, but also Lynn's, the current, in my opinion, currently best DPS at the moment, at least for those specific not crack content that we're dealing with, because Hoyoverse does not like it when we use other characters that aren't the ones on banner. So let's quickly go over Navia's kit real quick. So her normal attacks, they're normal attacks. There's nothing not normal about these things. Her elemental skill is where most of her damage is going to come from. So to raise her languages, because this is one of the few skills I do understand in and out. Navia, so anytime you trigger crystallized reaction, they're going to drop the little shards. I'm sure you guys, you know, already knew that. But Navia can pick these up and will gain a shrapnel stack, and she can have upwards of 6 of them. Now, once she has all 6 of these, you can use her elemental skill, which will use all of those shrapnel stacks and just deal a fuck ton of damage. And this has two charges. On top of that, you get a 4-second Geo infusion. And then there's like some Arc, Oasa, Fontaine related stuff. It's only relevant to Fontaine. Her burst is basically, this thing's good at just generating crystallized stacks for you. So you use this, and every 2.4 seconds in a, 12-second duration, you will get a shrapnel stack. So ideally, you want to have this up and ready all times. And then her passives are additional damage buffs, especially her, like A1 or A4, I think. I don't remember which one. Okay, yeah, no, this passive is the Geo Infusion I was talking about. This one, basically, if you have any of the Petch elements, you get 20% more attack for each different element. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory, I know. So now that we know what she does, her best artifact set is the Nighttime Whispers and Echoing Woods. Basically what this does is that the 2-piece set is plus 18 attack, like literally 8 other different artifact sets, but the 4-piece effect, after using your elemental skill, which is where most of her damage comes from, you gain 20% Geo damage bonus for 10 seconds. Now, while you're under a shield granted by the crystallized reaction, the above effect will be increased by 150%, and this increase disappears 1 second after that shield is lost. So this goes from a 20% Geo damage bonus, and correct my math if I'm wrong on this, to a 50% Geo damage bonus. I believe the math on that is correct, but again, feel free to correct me in the comments. And then her best weapon, literally it's always her signature weapon, unless you're Zhongli. But yeah, best weapon is the Verdict, or really any stat stick. Like, you could put Wolf's Gravestone, that's good on her. Unforged, if you just have that lying around. Serpent Spine's always going to be a good battle pass option for just straight up free to play options. I think, the prototype Rancor? No, that's the sword. The prototype Archaic, I think. The craftable greatsword, that's a good one on her. Basically just anything that has like an attack percent substat, like this technically wouldn't be that bad. But yeah, anything with attack or crit on it is just good for her. And before we get up to the team section, just quick overview of my stats on her. Currently, she is at 2400 attack with 74 crit rate and 203 crit damage with 109 energy recharge. Basically none to speak of with 46 Geo damage bonus. Awesome, I was able to get that all in one go. Alright, so this is going to be the team we're going to use for Navia. Reason why I chose Rosaria here instead of somebody like Shingling for the Pyro Resonance, which technically is a 5% more attack increase. I chose Rosaria because she grants crit rate, and you really want Navia's skills to crit. Otherwise, it's going to be a very sad day. And for the Flynn's team, this is what I'm going to be running for it. And then for probably the most cracked team here is the Nouvellette team. Alright, so after doing a local legend and trying to go to Stygian and even taking a look at Abyss, a lot of these options just weren't consistent or good options to actually test these teams out again. Did land on Signora here. Theoretically, this should actually be a good enemy to test these on, because none of these are Pyro Cryo reliant. So there isn't a timer. I try to get my little timer app to work, but it just doesn't want to stay on screen because it's a piece of shit. Enough yapping, let's just get straight into this and hopefully nobody dies.
You're trembling.
Ooh, that iframe is clean though. Alrighty, so get everybody's stuff going, and she is already dead. I think that only did 100,000 though, so that really wasn't that impressive. Yeah, back in the day, doing like 100k damage is like crazy. Nowadays, not so much. Alright, here we are with the second phase. She's gonna try and whip us. Okay, got everything ready to go. Usually this is where they teleport away, but I guess not.
You too will experience this suffering.
Okay, no, we just gotta hit her hard enough and then she teleports away. Where does she go? There she is.
Umbrella warfare, I guess.
Okay, so we did not crit there again, to be expected. She is teleporting once again. She does not want to stay still.
This one's got you too will experience this
Ooh,
suffering.
can we kill her? Can we?
I never
Awesome. And then we just get a massive fireball drop on top of us. You know, her gunbrella did not feel as good to use this time around. I don't know if I did pick the wrong team. Maybe Zhongli should have been here instead of Chiori. I'm not entirely sure. It usually does a lot more damage, but this time, not so much. Anyways, let's see how the other characters do and see if they just absolutely blow Navia out the water with our current best DPS, IMO. Comment down below if you guys want to see me 1v1 Senor with Vinci. And while you're down there, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you're liking this kind of content, because fun fact, approximately 98% of you people watching this video are not subscribed to the channel. It's just a little red button, dude. Just hit it, like click on it. Or is it black? I don't know. I'm colorblind. Not really. Alright, probably could have iframed that, or not iframed, but I could have interrupted this with Karina's burst. I just didn't do that though, because I'm cringe. Anyways, Jean's burst is nowhere near ready. However, her first phase is already done for, but then again, her first phase is an absolute joke. Okay, I totally almost didn't lose all of my characters in her little cryo phase. Totally not. And I totally didn't have to switch Farina to her healer thing. Alright. Yeah, let's just kill her real quick. I think she just teleported. Yep. Makes sense. They always teleport. And she is dead. 2021 me would have been geeking by how fast we could kill her now. Alright, well, I mean, Flint's team did about as good as it usually does. Let's just go ahead and go on to the next team. And the character that started this spiral of power creep, in my opinion. Alright. I could have sworn I pressed Q there, but I guess not. Activate this, activate this. There we go, I did get the thing. And Jesus Christ, dude. Did they like take her HP away or something? I don't remember her going down this fast. Alright, now let's see how fast she dies. Alright, she teleported. That was completely not fair in the— okay. She's dead. Alright, we're gonna do a quick little rematch round for Navia. We're gonna give her the C3 Zalonin. This should definitely help us with energy and give us a little bit of healing on top of Bennett. And we don't have any bursts we can use to skip the cutscene, so cutscene it is. Our Bennett is like kind of on life support right now. Jesus, what was that move? Well, regardless, I don't— yeah, okay, well, she's already done for. C3's alone and already putting in work. Now for the real challenge. Yeah, for the real challenge. I'm gonna stop talking now. Alright, I just pray that she doesn't teleport when I do this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, now that is what Navia is supposed to do. Alright, so definitely turned it around that time. Killed her like literally instantaneously. Now if you guys don't have a C3 Zalonin, that is perfectly fine. I think Zhongli would have been a better pick here anyways. He just provides a lot of comfortability, so you don't have to worry about everybody like, you know, getting clapped instantaneously. And there goes the pillar. Alright, so what do I think? Does Navia still hold up? Well, actually I think she does kinda. Just as long as the enemies you're going against aren't like, hey, you don't have our current breed up character, too bad, so sad, which unfortunately is a lot of the bosses right now, namely this big fat tart of a crab that I hate so much. Now, would you get her over say somebody like Flint or Neuvillette? I think Neuvillette is just priority number one. He literally just deletes all the content in the game, unfortunately, but hey, you can't go wrong with Navia either. I just wouldn't put her at my number one priority in terms of DPS characters to get. But if you guys disagree with my opinion, feel free to leave that down in the comments below. Hit the subscribe and like button while you're at it, because again, 98% of you people watching are not subscribed to the channel. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. Like just scroll down, click the two buttons, scroll back up, and finish watching this outro, because I want watch time. Now, if there's any other characters you guys want me to go over, specifically older ones that a lot of people have kind of forgotten about, leave those characters down in the comments below. There's a good chance I might have those characters. There's only 6 that I don't have, and I should probably change that sooner rather than later. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord server. Links will be in the description. And until next time, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Cue the outro.